All right, welcome back. Today we've got a really cool high-stakes logic puzzle for you. One where, everything's on the line. This is all about pure deduction. So let's see if you've got what it takes. And that question isn't just for our hero, it's for you. You're going to get every single clue that she does, exactly when she does. The only real difference? You don't have guards breathing down your neck. So think you can crack it before she does?
So let's set the scene. We're dropping right into this grim, dystopian world. Imagine this. A tyrannical regime has captured your entire resistance group, and you're all headed for a pretty gruesome end. Except for one of you.
Your group's only real hope is an agent named Zara. She was chosen for one reason. Her logic is flawless. Now she's been separated from the rest of you, taken down one of these long, numbered hallways. And each one is a potential path to freedom.
But of course, it's not that easy, right? Freedom is never free. Every single exit is blocked by this high-voltage electric barrier, and it's all controlled by a keypad. One wrong guess, and it's game over for everyone.
Now, right before they took her, you managed to slip her this tiny audio transmitter, which means you and the entire resistance can hear everything, every word, every sound. You're basically her silent partners on this mission. Suddenly, this robotic voice cuts in and just lays out the rules. It says the code is 3 positive whole numbers. Simple enough. Rule 2, they have to be in ascending order. So, the second number is the same as or bigger than the first, and the third is the same as or bigger than the second. But here's the kicker, the most important rule of all. She only gets one shot at this. One guess.
Okay, so Zara's allowed to ask for up to 3 clues. She asks for the first one, and the voice chimes back in with a single, super important piece of info.
It says the product of the 3 numbers is 36. Okay, that's a solid start, right? I mean, it definitely narrows things down, but not enough. It's way too risky to guess now. Zara knows she's got to get more information.
So she asks for the second clue. And what happens next? Or actually, what doesn't happen next? That's the absolute key to this whole puzzle.
The voice comes back on and says the sum of the numbers is the same as the hallway number she's in. Now, think about this. Zara knows her hallway number. She walked down it, she remembers it. But us? We're just listening in. We have no idea what that number is. And this is the moment, the critical moment. Because over the transmitter, you hear nothing, just dead silence. Zara has the product, 36, and she knows the sum, her hallway number. But she's not moving. She doesn't type in the code.
So why? Why doesn't she act? Just think about that for a second. If knowing the sum gave her one single clear answer, she would have punched it in right away, wouldn't she? Her silence. That silence is the clue. It tells us that even knowing the sum, she's still stuck. The answer isn't obvious to her.
So, because she's stuck between at least 2 possibilities, she has no choice. She has to use her third and final clue. This is it, her last shot to get the piece of the puzzle she's missing.
And the voice delivers the final clue. The largest number appears only once. What a weirdly specific clue, right? But you just know it has to be exactly what she needed to hear.
And then, just a few moments later, you hear it, that unmistakable buzz of the electric barrier powering down. She did it. Zara's free. And just like that, her transmitter cuts out as she gets away. So now, you have every single piece of information she had.
All right, so now it's your turn. It's up to you and the rest of the resistance. Can you figure out the code and, just as important, the right hallway number so you can escape too? Go ahead and pause right here, work it out, and see if you can crack this thing.
Okay, you ready for the answer? Let's break this whole thing down step by step. We're going to retrace Zara's logic exactly. First things first, we've got to list out every single combination of 3 ascending positive numbers that multiply to 36. Turns out, there are 8 of them. Next, we just calculate the sum for each combination. And look at that. Right here in this table, this is the secret to why Zara was silent.
Just look at those sums. You got 38, 21, 16. Almost every single one is unique. So think about it. If her hallway number was, say, 16, she would have known the code was 1312 instantly, no hesitation. But she did hesitate, and the only possible reason for that is if her hallway number showed up twice on this list. And which one is it? The only sum that appears twice is 13. That's the whole key. The hallway number has to be 13. So what does that mean?
It means Zara was staring at two possible codes, 166 and 229. Both of them multiply to 36 and both add up to 13. This is exactly why she was stuck and needed that third clue. It's pretty cool, right? We're literally using her uncertainty to become certain ourselves.
Okay, so now let's bring in that final clue. The largest number appears only once. Let's check our first option, 166. Well, the largest number there is 6, and it shows up twice. So, nope, that one's out.
And that leaves us with only one option left, the combination 229. The largest number is 9, and hey, it only appears once. That fits every single clue perfectly. So, the code is 229.
And just like that, you and the rest of the resistance know to run for hallway 13, punch in the code, and rejoin Zara. You know, this whole puzzle is such a great reminder that information isn't always about what people say or do. Sometimes the biggest clue is the thing that doesn't happen, the silence, the hesitation. It really makes you wonder, right? What important clues are we all missing in our own lives just because we're not paying attention to the silence?